feel like I'm missing something. Gotta make sure the accuracy is there. Gotta make sure you're ready for the camera. Everything good. Everything good. What up? What's up, man? What's going on with y'all? What is? Crap. Battery's dying. Give me 1 minute. I gotta go change it. Like an old grandpa trying to fix this up. Think we're good. You know, before we even start, you know I didn't post or anything on Instagram. I didn't put up the rant voting. So no, this week nobody gets anything. Reason being, I wanted to do this topic and I didn't want it to be like not voted for and something else got voted for, which would force me to do that other topic instead of the topic that I really wanted to do. So to avoid all that, I stuck just doing it for this week. So don't worry, I'll be back on Instagram this week in terms of putting up the voting and you guys get a random shout out. You know how the whole system works. I'm pretty sure you guys saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. Today is a serious topic. It's a very serious topic. I think a lot of people go through this, including myself at one point. We're talking about being perfect and making mistakes and just the aspect of trying to, I don't want to say stand out, but more like not try to fit in this world but be different, but at the same time going through the struggles of being noticed. This will all wrap up. I know it's a lot to take in, like it's like 3-4 different topics at once, but it'll all come in together, trust me. Now, the reason why I chose this topic, I'm pretty sure you guys saw in recent news that some people are committed suicide because of like mental health. And lately I've seen a lot of people ask me how to start YouTube, because I feel like my life is not interesting enough. I feel like to be a YouTuber you have to be perfect. Like you have to have the most interesting life, you have to have the most creative mind, and you can't make mistakes, otherwise you'll like not get subscribers and whatnot. And to be honest, I didn't want to touch on this topic for a while. It's such a hard topic to talk about. It's like with this topic, anything that you say can affect the next person's life potentially. But the more and more I got these questions, the more I felt like with the platform that I have, even though it's very small, it's something that I need to speak out on. So I'm going to start with being perfect. What exactly does it mean? To this world, that means you have no flaws in your system. Everything about you is A1 sharp, from your talk, your walk, the way you dress. Everything that you do is sharp. There's no flaws, there's no mistakes, there's no mishaps within your life. With that definition, that just goes to show you that that life is impossible. Being a YouTuber is not so easy. Many people think like, oh yeah, just pull out a camera and you just record and then you just put it up and poof, your work is done. Versus people who have like real jobs or something, like a lawyer or a doctor or a police officer. They actually risk their lives every single day, versus us, we're just behind the camera and we film and then our work is done. What people don't know is the hard work that comes behind the camera, which is where my next topic of mistakes will come in. Being a YouTuber is mistakes. You make a lot of mistakes becoming a YouTuber, man. I can tell you, if you look back from the very first video that I posted up, not the Carlton, first video that I posted up, I think it was like me introducing that I was gonna start rants. The quality was terrible. Sound, I didn't even have a mic. I was using a monopod because I thought a monopod was what stands up cameras. I was using a basic camera lens, which is like, everybody's gonna start off with the basics, so that's not really a mistake. But looking back at it now, I didn't know f-stop, I didn't know shutter speed, I didn't know the ISO, I didn't know lighting, I didn't know anything. Posting out that first video, I thought that was the most legendary video I ever posted. Looking back at it now, there's so many mistakes that I've noticed in that video that I could have corrected. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of skill and practice. It takes a lot of dedication in terms of post-production. Don't get me wrong, some people do pay others to edit their stuff, which is perfectly fine, but a lot of us don't. A lot of us have to sit down and actually edit our own things, which in turn takes hours to not only perfect but to make it the best that it can be so that the viewer can be pleased. So to anybody that wants to start a YouTube, anybody that thinks you have to be perfect on YouTube, you have to have the most creative ideas in order to make it, that's not necessarily the case. Now, I understand you're not going to take this advice from me per se, because my channel is very small. Looking at where I come from and looking at the content I make versus others, I'm pretty proud of myself that I've gotten almost 100 subscribers. Speaking of which, that 100 subs is a good one, but we're not gonna get into that today. So yes, being perfect is impossible. You know what? Scratch that. In order to be perfect, you have to have mistakes. I think that's the message I'm trying to get across to today. So to those who struggle with trying to be perfect and trying to be the best person that they can be without any flaws, I want to say I salute you, I respect you, and keep trying. And in your journey, you will fail so many times. I can tell you so many times where I failed on this YouTube account. I can tell you so many times where I put in so much work into a video and I thought it was gonna pop off, and you know, I was really proud of myself and I felt accomplished that I finished this video, and it only got like maybe 5 views. So to those who are trying their hardest to be perfect, keep going. You will fail. You will notice flaws in your game. Some of them will be fixed, some of them will not. But at the end of the day, what makes you perfect is that you are trying to better yourself. This video was to shout out everyone that's going through tough times, everybody that wants to start a YouTube but is very discouraged, or who feel they need to be perfect. This is not so much of a rant, but this is more like a kind of a motivational speech. I don't know what to really call it, but basically I just wanted to salute every single person that is trying their best. Keep going. I'm a big supporter of you. I know this was kind of a sad one. I know you guys have been waiting a week for a rant, and I truly apologize, you know. But this is something that was like bothering me on my mind for quite some time, and people kept hitting me up about it, so I had to break the silence. Next week, a rant video will be out. I most likely will pull up the polls on like Saturday night, maybe Monday morning. I'm not sure, but a video will be out. Until then, guys, love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Later.